Hi, everyone. Thank you for engaging in the last webinar. Now that you built your cards list, it's time to put your application together. You'll notice that your handout looks different because it's designed to help you keep track of your action items. The last two webinars were a warm-up. Now we are diving into your application for real and putting everything together from the junior webinars. The first big deadlines are going to hit in November with early action and early decision schools, plus UC and CSU applications. The next 2 months are focused on building your applications. Just a reminder, during this time, your grades still matter. Media reports are going to go out after winter break, and any incompletes will show up as Fs, so make sure you keep up with your schoolwork. In this webinar, we'll cover application portals, rec letters, essays, and the activities section. A lot of today will be reminders from junior webinars, so I'm going to intentionally go faster so you have more time to work. Before we get started, just a quick reminder to mark your colleges as will apply on Overgrad. Your mentors will go over your college list with you to make sure that you have a mix of target and safety schools. This will ensure you graduate with at least one four-year option in addition to the other options we'll explore later. Let's start with all the portals you need to keep track of. At minimum, you'll have 2 logins. Many of you will have more as you add schools and scholarships. Use a secure system to track them and make sure it's protected since you'll be entering sensitive information like your social security number. You don't have to write anything down if you're not comfortable, just make sure you have a safe way to keep track. If you need help, check out the description box for a template. I linked the application portals in the description box and your handout. For CSUs, you can make your account, but you won't be able to select fall 2026 until October 1st. Use an email you actually check, turn on notifications, and pick a password you'll remember or write it down. We recommend clicking around now to make sure you know how to navigate the website before the deadlines get closer. I did want to bring the Common Black College application to your attention. For $20, you can apply to about 60% of the HBCUs. You'll pick 4 colleges to show interest in, and you can call admissions to add more. Some schools might still require essays, so make sure you double check. If you're interested and want support, let us know in your exit ticket. Once you create your accounts, you'll focus on the 3 major parts of your application. Essays will show who you are, and strong essays make colleges want to root for you. Recommendation letters prove that people are willing to stand up for you. We have small classes and mentors who know you well, so Summit shines here if you give teachers enough time to write the letters. The activity section rounds out your application by filling in the gaps between your essays. It shows how you spend your time outside of school, and it highlights your most impactful commitments or leadership roles. We'll start with rec letters since we want to give your teachers more time to write them. You'll need letters for EOP applications, scholarships, and a lot of Common App schools. Even UC Berkeley sometimes asks for one if you're on the edge of being accepted. The best recommenders are people who know how you've grown, not just the teacher who gave you an A. Your mentor usually covers the counselor recommendation, and if you need more, you'll want to ask a teacher who knows you well. There's more information on choosing a letter writer in Junior Webinar 8. Here's what you should do. First, figure out if you actually need letters since teacher time is valuable. Imagine if you were asked to write an essay that your teacher doesn't actually read. If you do need a letter, update your brag sheet with anything new from summer. And once you're ready, ask your teacher and submit the request in Overgrad. You should always waive your right to read the letter since colleges won't trust it otherwise. Politely follow up about 1 to 2 weeks before the deadline if the letter isn't done yet, and don't forget to thank your recommenders. They spend a lot of time and thought on your letters, and this helps pays it forward in case other people ask them also. Again, if you need more information, please watch Junior Webinar 8. If you haven't asked yet, do this before starting on your essays so teachers have enough time to write. The more considerate and professional your request, the more seriously they will consider your letter. Once you square away rec letter requests, you'll spend a few weeks on essays. Just a reminder that not every school will require essays, which could make applying easier. For example, Cal State's, WAGAP schools, and Menlo College usually don't require essays except in special circumstances like scholarships or honors programs. Many campuses also host instant application events, so make sure to watch for updates from your administrators. If you do need essays, we want to make sure we quickly cover the basics. For the UCs, you'll write 4 essays, each capped at 350 words. This is really only room for 1 or 2 body paragraphs, and it's going to feel really short. The Common App personal statement is longer at 650 words. This will give you space for 2 to 4 body paragraphs depending on your writing style. The optional challenges and circumstances question is essentially 1 paragraph. Don't forget that some colleges on the Common App will require supplemental essays, so make sure you check your requirements carefully and plan out your time. If you haven't already started your essays, we recommend you making a copy of the essay template, which is linked in the description box. Think about which experiences demonstrate your best traits and growth. Match them to the prompts that fit best and get started on writing. Everyone will be doing edits, so the goal here is to just get ideas down on paper so that you have something to work with. For more details on brainstorming and writing, rewatch Junior Webinar 6. Once you're done with your rough draft, you want to make sure you edit. Make sure you leave time for this step. These essays are different from the assignments you usually write in class, so even strong writers will need edits. Find one or two people you trust for feedback. It helps to have the same set of eyes on your draft so that you don't get conflicting advice. Use the proofreading checklist to make sure that you're staying on topic. For more information, watch Junior Webinar 7 on editing strategies. The last piece we want to cover is AI usage. AI is an amazing tool when used correctly. It's great for things like grammar checks, brainstorming, and making small cuts. You should not use it for writing your whole essay or large chunks. And it also isn't great for guessing what colleges want since every reader is going to be different. If you do use AI, always make sure your essay still sounds like you. AI can come out sounding a little generic, so use it sparingly and show your editors a before and after. In the link on the slide and in the description box, you'll find sample prompts you can customize for your essays. After finishing your essays, the last section is going to be the activity section. The activity section is your chance to show colleges how you spend your time outside of school. It highlights any commitments, leadership roles, or impact that might not fit into your essays. Think of it like a short resume. It rounds out your application and gives colleges a fuller picture of who you are. A lot of this is actually already on your brag sheet, so you can use that as a starting point. Many students rush this part because they're tired from the essays, but it can make the difference if you're evenly matched with another candidate. This section is going to look different depending on the application. On the Common App, you can list up to 10 activities, and your description is basically one sentence. For the UC application, you can list up to 20 activities, and you have about 2 to 3 sentences. No matter the format, focus on your most meaningful experiences. Show variety and highlight leadership and growth even in small roles. If you need help cutting down your words, AI can be useful to keep you under the limit while still sounding like you. The last prompt in the AI prompt document will hopefully help you with this. We covered a lot today very quickly. Instead of a mentor group debrief, we want you to get started on your action items as soon as possible. Please start by filling out your X ticket using your school email. Then, use your handout as a checklist. Everyone will be in a different place, so continue reaching out if you need support. Good luck!